So I'm so feeling lazy today. I'm gonna make one of my favorite lazy day meals, and that is lentil, got lentils here, and mushroom tomato sauce for pasta. Then I'm gonna have pasta because that's super easy. This recipe, the reason why it's easy is because I'm going to use store-bought tomato sauce. It's really like you stick the mushrooms in a pot and saute them for a little while in some butter. Then you add your lentils, your tomato sauce, and some vegetable broth, and you just cook it for 20 minutes until the lentils are cooked through. And then you throw some pasta in it. It's so simple, delicious, filling. It'll be great for lunch tomorrow. So let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is take about a cup of lentils, and I'm gonna rinse those, and then I'll set those aside, and we're gonna cut up about a cup and a half of mushrooms. What do you guys think about when you're doing this kind of busy work and when you're cooking? I think I've mentioned before that I torture myself with all the bad shit that I've done before. But I also think about the drama that I'm watching, or the fact that I'm looking forward to a new release from one of my favorite K-pop groups tomorrow. That's exciting. So what do you guys think about? These pieces are going to shrink a little bit when you saute them, so you can make them kind of big. I did not feel like going to the grocery store today, so normally I would add an onion in here and some garlic, but we're not going to do that today because I didn't feel like going to the grocery store because I didn't want to get out of my pajamas. All right, so we got about a cup and a half of mushrooms. We've got a cup of lentils. So we're gonna go over to our stove now. We're gonna put some olive oil in our pot. We're gonna toss these mushrooms in and sort of move them around and get them sauteed. We are gonna put that at medium heat, so about a 5 on the stove. We don't wanna cook them too quickly, but we do wanna get some little brown crusty spots on them. I've got this set right between 5 and 6, so medium to medium high heat. I'm gonna put some olive oil in here, and then I'm gonna wait for that to get a little sort of, shimmery. When it gets hot, it gets kind of shimmery. Then I'll add the mushrooms in and we'll saute those for a few minutes. All right, let's put our mushrooms in there. Can you hear that sizzling noise? We want to hear that for a few minutes. We're going to let it get kind of brown. Oh, it smells good already. We're going to let those mushrooms get kind of brown and like softened up. A lot of water is going to come out of them, so we're going to let that evaporate a little bit. And then we'll add our lentils and our tomato sauce and our vegetable broth. It's been about 6 minutes and the mushrooms have shrunk to about half their size. There's still a little bit of the liquid in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and put in my lentils. So that's a cup of lentils, the entire jar of tomato sauce, and then I'm gonna add a half a cup of vegetable broth first, and I'll see if I feel like it's liquidy enough, and then I'll add another half cup if I feel like I need it. You should probably start your pasta water right now and not when I say later. Should have worn an apron today. Oh. So here's my half cup of broth. I think I'm gonna add another half cup. Now that we've got everything in here, we're going to bring this to a simmer. And once it's simmering, we're going to cover it and let it cook for 20 minutes. You know, while we're here, I think I'll add some salt and pepper, some garlic, and onion powder. while we're letting our sauce simmer, we'll get the pot ready and boil some noodles. I'm gonna use shells because I had them in my pantry and because I want the noodle to be able to pick up the mushrooms and the lentils in the sauce. You know that old saying that a watch pot never boils? It's true! I've been watching my pasta water pot for like 5 minutes and it won't boil. Oh. My water is finally boiling, so I'm gonna put my shells into the boiling water for 7 minutes. At the 7-minute mark, we're gonna transfer it over with this fun little scooper thing. And hopefully some of the pasta water will get into our lentil mix as well. And then we're gonna cook that for about 5 minutes until the water evaporates and the shells soak up some of that tomato-y goodness. So my sauce is ready to go. My pasta has been cooking for about 7 minutes. We're gonna bring it back up to a simmer just for a few minutes, just to get the pasta fully cooked through. I am going to add a little bit of Parmesan. I did want to show you though really quick. I don't know if you can see, but like this is the reason I used shells. Can you see that that shell has some lentils caught in it? That's going to be a good bite. So let's put a little bit of Parmesan on it. Let's give it a bite. Ooh, that's delicious. That is so good. That's a vegetarian, could be vegan meal. If I had used vegan pasta, no problem, man. And the mushrooms and the lentils give it a little bit of meatiness, so you won't even miss not having some ground beef or something in that sauce. Try it, everybody.